Hi, I'm Dr. M. Kamakshaya. I'm open source software evangelist, enterprise solution architect, and academic of data science and analytics. In my previous video, I have explained how to perform a bit of more complex calculations such as variance, standard deviation, etc. Apart from, in another video, I have explained how to create a web solution based on the outputs created using Hadoop MapReduce together with Python. In this video, I would like to explain a particular concept called Karl Pearson Correlation Coefficient R. I tried with a couple of, by the way, I'm doing all these video demonstrations through using Hadoop MapReduce streaming through Python programming language. In Python, we got a couple of packages such as NumPy and SciPy. So NumPy and then same SciPy. So I have installed both these packages in my computer, but I tried a couple of times, but I don't know for unknown reason. It should work. So usually what we do is that we import these two packages in our Python scripts and then calculate correlation, regression, and univariate, bivariate, some sort of. So writing formulas for these, Karl Pearson correlation and regression is a bit difficult. That's why we use these packages in Python. But for certain unknown reasons, I'm not able to perform this correlation regression using SciPy and NumPy. So I decided to write my own functions, user-defined functions in Python, as usual, as I have explained to you in last but one video. So without much description, so let me. By the way, I'll show you. So how are we going to calculate the correlation? We can just write a correlation formula or something like that, and then you'll get an abundant of resources. So we are going to adopt this formula, this one, which I'm showing you. So this is a good starting point for correlation. So what we are doing here is that so wherever there is xy, it is product of x and y, and wherever there is sum x, it is just sum. Okay, in Python we got a function for sum. And here sum of x square, sum of x whole square. So what I do, I just create pretty small definitions, functions for sum of squares, sum squares, something like that. And then finally I'll try to perform that and try to show you. So my data set, so this is my data. So what my strategy is that I just want these two particulars. Now these two numbers 34 and 23 from this input data file, and then assuming that the first 34, 45, 45, 24, this is variable 1, and 23, 34, 26, 45. So these are just some specific numeric data information for the left extreme gender particulars of some certain survey sample individuals, something like that. So now what to do? So I'm going to create, this is my, by the way, my cluster is on, and then I have Python installed. Okay, Python 3 version installed in my computer. Then I have Hadoop 3.3.1, I guess, yes. Now ls, this is the current working directory where I'm going to create mapper and reducer scripts. Touch mapper .py, reducer .py. ls, I got my mapper sudo gla mapper .py as usual. So I'm going to include this line. User, please be cautious. I do several env. Okay, Python 3, and now import sys line in sys.stdin import. So line equal to line strip, and then values is equal to line split where, which is a comma separated value file. So I'm going to split the line wherever there is a comma, and then try what x, I call x here, so maybe, so which is going to be a list, x append int, by the way this is integer, all of them are integers, you don't need to values 1, so because 0 is gender, so you should know, so this is the first value, and then y append int values, this is going to be the second value. So basically there are three values in each row. The first one is string, male, female, something like that, and the first value is the very first numeric value in the line, and 2 represents second numeric value, something like that. Now accept value error, and then continue, then come out of print. I'm just going to use a string notation, so because I want to play safe. Instead of doing experiments, I just want to, so now x comma y. So this is my mapper, so let me close this and thoroughly cat data, and then Python mapper, yeah, AX is not defined, yes obviously, GA mapper. So Python don't know what is this x. X is I'm initializing these two lists. Now close. Go back to, so again say, oh god. Again I'm going back to GA mapper. So what is the problem? Problem is here. Okay, now I think I should be able to solve. Oh, sorry. So once again, there's a problem in my. Sorry. So here, what is happening is, I'm writing a reducer logic here. I'm extremely sorry for my confusion. I confuse and I make people confuse. So this is not going to be, and we don't need int also here, because I'm just carrying on with my reducer logic. So here the first value is x and the second value is y, and then we're just printing x and y, that's all. So nothing more than that. Yeah, this is what exactly I would like to do. Now let us go ahead with reducer. In reducer, yeah, as usual, let me convert the script into a Python executable, then env Python 3. Now import sys. Now here comes per line in sys std in. Okay, now what? Line equal to line strip. Okay, so values is equal to, so two values are coming separated by tab. So line split tab. Okay, it doesn't matter. So I'm not going to use one there. So now x append. Here comes the logic. X append int, I guess. Int values, the very first value here, and then y append int values 1. Okay, so I got my x and y. So now what? Accept value error, and then continue. So I come down here somewhere, and then I make if name. So I'm just converting this into a module, don't worry. Name, and then do something. Okay, we'll do something here, and what is that? That is going to be, so here, since I used this to, these are dummies for x, y. Here comes my def correlation. The correlation needs two different two variables. Now what? So now I go up, I will show you the formula for, so I need few utility definitions and then functions, correlation formula. Now, so this formula, so n multiplied by square sum of xy, and that is going to be, so I'm going to create sum of xy, right? I can, okay, sum product, and I need two values here, and then return sum of x into y, right? I'm going to use list combination I multiplied by j for I comma j in z x comma y. So this is fundamentals of Python, and then so my product is over now. So let me go to sum of x, sum of y. We don't need functions, and here we need sum of squares. So I define f sum of squares, and here there will be only one variable, and then return sum of any squares, right? So I square for I in x, that's it. So sum of square. Now we have another thing, that is squared sum. Okay, this is sum squared. So def sum squared. So that is again one single variable, return. So here squared sum, right? So we need to make a sum of x and then square it. That's it. So sum squared. So sum squared. So this is what, okay, we're done with. Now finally we got this Correl function. So what is this Correl is going to do? Now this is numerator, this is denominator. In numerator we got I'll take n value, n equal to ln of x. Okay. Now n multiply. So what is sum xy? So sum product prod x comma y. Now what? Minus then minus what? Sum of x and sum of y. Sum x multiplied by sum y. So over, I think I'm done with the numerator. Possibly, don't know. Now in denominator it is going to be square root, so 0.5. Now here n multiplied by something and then something. Okay, so here n multiplied by think n is inside this. Sorry, n multiplied by sum of squares, sum squares, sum squares, yeah, sum squares of x, okay, and then minus, now sum square square x, okay, so sum squares, and then square sum, square sum. Now the same but for y, so we just have to copy this till here, and then I'm going to paste it here. It is going to be y. Just have to change this to y. So this is don't know, I'm just trying to do, but this is the system or procedure, whatever it is. But will this work or not, we have to try. So now print rel x comma y. Now let's go and test. Minor mistakes, doesn't matter, but we should get some output. So my intention is to get the output. So cache data, now Python, mapper, Python, reduce, return out. Why it is written out? I don't usually edit. Sure. It is written out. Return OUT out. Yeah, there's nothing wrong. Something went off here, I think. Okay. Something went off fishy here. So let me. So this is for this. Okay. Okay. Now we came here. Here it is going off. Here I think we got unnecessary. Yeah, now it is okay. And here it should, yeah, it is okay. I think, I don't know, let's see. This is all about braces and parentheses kind of thing. Yeah, it's happening, right? So now let us go ahead. Our even the code is okay, free from bugs, and now let's do that Hadoop fs ls, and then I don't want that output. Yeah, Hadoop fs rm or output. One more time, I think. Yeah, it is deleted. So now Hadoop fs. No, Hadoop jar. Now Python programs. I'm going to the directory where my jar file is there. It is 3.3. Now file. Where is the file? Go to. This is the path for my file. Python MapReduce, and then mapper. Then mapper is again same. So I'll just copy paste this. Control-Shift-C and Control-Shift-V. Now again file. This time it is reducer. Reducer. Now reducer is the name. Reducer. So my input data is in input data.txt, and then output is output. Okay, let's say all the best and then press the button. So if everything goes well, we should be streaming failed. For more information, 2 unexpected arguments. Yeah, there's a mistake here. The input is input and output is output. Okay, so hopefully it should be able to process our input data, and we'll get our outputs, and let's see. Come on. Yeah, MapReduce started. Now come on. 100%, 0%. Now it should go to 100% done. Less. Yeah, I think everything went well. Otherwise, should throw some. I'll show you. This should be. Yeah, completed successfully, something like this here. This is okay. Now let us Hadoop fs cat output part. Now we should be able to see that result. That's below. So this is how we can calculate the correlation, and in my next video possibly I'll try to figure out how to make the imports and then use those imported packages to make the create make the calculations. Okay, thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned for the new content. Bye bye for now.